Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast from March 23rd through the 29th. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here. Oh my god, sage and incense marks on my hand. And then we're going to pull a bonus tarot deck from a tarot card from a different tarot deck at the end, because this deck has affirmations. So we're going to see what affirmations coming up for you guys, and we're going to go from there. So without further ado, my darlings, let's see what is happening for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Alrighty, dears, here's your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so for Monday, Tuesday, Virgo, you all have the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card, so I want to bring this up because a lot of the times when people see the Hanged Man, they're disappointed. They're like, oh man, like nothing's happening, things are just kind of stagnant, but they don't realize this is a major arcana card. So major arcana cards come up when the situation has to do with a life lesson, a moment of growth. And a lot of the times I have seen that the Hangman will come up when there's like some lesson that needs to be seen from a different angle or some situation. A lot of the times you're trying to manifest something, but you're manifesting on autopilot. And Spirit's like, look, you know, you're about to get your wish is about to come in, but take a moment here and really double check it. You know, double check your order, cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure this is really what you want, because you might be trying to manifest something out of ego, or you might be manifesting something out of, like I said, autopilot, like the old way of thinking. And it might not be bringing you the happiness that you think it would. But Spirit is like responding to the request or the persistence. Sometimes I see this card come up in that way, like just asking you to look at the situation from a different angle. Some of you are coming into a time of awakening, and you're kind of giving yourself this self-imposed energy where you're giving yourself a timeout. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. There's a lot to process. There's a lot I'm seeing. There's a lot my eyes are opening to. I don't want to make any big decisions right now. I don't want to make any big moves. I really need to take this all in. I really need to take a step back and process everything that I'm starting to see. So some of you, you're the one making a decision where you're like, I don't want to make any sudden moves right now. I want to wait and let myself process everything that I'm beginning to see, because your eyes are being opened to the truth of a lot of people and situations around you. Okay, and so you're giving yourself time to figure out what you feel is going to be the best way to handle the situation moving forward. Your Wednesday, Thursday here is the Lover's card. So far we've got two major arcana cards, and you guys may have heard me say that when the major arcana cards come up in a weekly forecast, even though I do the reading by days, major arcana, they're big energies, they're big crossroads. They're not going to be done in a day or two. It's a theme that's going to follow us for a while. It's a cycle that we're coming into. And to have all these major, or two major arcana cards coming back to back like this is going to be a significant week, Virgo. This is going to be a significant week of awakening and decisions, making decisions. When I talked about where you guys are like, whoa, I don't want to make any major decisions. I want to really process this or take this in. For some of you, it is going to be a romantic decision, because the Lover's card here in the middle of the week can indicate dealing with a significant soulmate. But the Lover's card is about choices and decisions, figuring out what your deal breakers are, figuring out what your must-haves are, figuring out what love means to you. And so you're having to make a decision, some of you, between two people, or between two jobs, between two things. You're having to make a choice or a decision, and you're trying to figure out what must you have, what is a must-have, what are you willing to sacrifice? You know, what is going to make you happy? You're asking this question from a different standpoint. You're looking at your life from a different standpoint, and you're trying to figure out really what happiness means to you. What does love mean to you? What does healthy relationship mean to you? You're redefining a lot of the things in your life as you're preparing for the next stages and phases moving forward. The Lover's card here is also a card that comes up when, you know, we're dealing with a significant relationship, a significant soulmate. So there could be somebody in your life, or you're manifesting, or you manifested a significant soulmate that brought you into a level of awakening, and you're trying to figure out what you want to do with this person. You're trying to figure out, like, do I want to move forward with them? Do I want to step away? Because I do feel it's a situation where you have free will. And Virgo, you may have several opportunities for a relationship. So this could be one of many people that you're considering. But there's a lot of awakening that's coming up here. I just heard water. That was so weird. I don't have water on my table. I heard like a drop of water. Wow, that was so crazy. So a lot of you are having this energy where you're having to figure out what you want to do or how you want to move forward with this person. It's going to be different for different ones of you. And some of you are trying to figure out what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to sacrifice for the relationship. And you're trying to figure out, like, if you're ready for this right now. There's a feeling or a sensation where, like, I feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions. So I think a lot of this also for you, Virgo, is trying to figure out where your focus is, what you're wanting to focus on, what direction you're wanting to go in. You have a lot of options available to you, whether they're options in relationships or options and possibilities. You're going to be really spending some time to get very clear about what you feel is going to be bringing you happiness. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card is the Empress. Okay, so another major arcana card, really big shifts, really big lessons coming into really big cycles. The Empress can sometimes also indicate something in terms of business, right? And you might be looking at something from like a financial aspect where you might be saying, oh, you know, I kind of want to settle down, or I want to, you know, reach these goals with my partner. But you might also be trying to save time and resources for some aspect of business, because the Empress is very much an entrepreneur card for me. Okay. It's also a card of creativity, nurturing energy, you know, success, abundance, motherhood, very nurturing energy. So some of you might be having to make decisions or figure out what you're wanting to sacrifice for a mother or mother figure, or for a relationship, or you might be having second thoughts about starting a family or having kids if you don't already. You know, you might just be questioning the direction you've been heading in. You might be questioning the current plan, and maybe a lot of it can be because of the recent world events. You might be like, wait a minute, like let me think about this here. Let me really think about what I want to do. So I feel like, Virgo, you're taking this time this week to kind of revise the game plan, revise the direction you are headed in. You're making some changes. That's what it feels like to me. We're going to check out your bonus tarot card here and see what affirmation comes up for you. And I encourage you guys to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks they may resonate with you more than others, because these are general readings. They're not going to be precise for every single person, right? They are general. So you may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign. It may resonate more. You may want to see what the affirmation is that came up for your moon sign and rising sign. And if you would like a private reading with me, a tarot reading, of course, you can click on the Calendly link and schedule one with me there. So your Wednesday, Thursday is the Hanged Man. This is really, really being emphasized for you guys. You guys are absolutely in a time of awakening, seeing things from a different angle, seeing things from a different standpoint. So let's just jump into the affirmation and really get a better idea of what's going to be beneficial, what's going to be helpful for you all with this energy where you're feeling kind of up in the air. Okay, my dears, so the affirmation is, sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to my timetable. When this card appears, I'm reminded that a delay is in my best interest, that until all the elements are in place, I'm meant to surrender to the greater will for the highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachment to how I thought things had to be. I am called to surrender and wait to see how things play out. So you can take a screenshot of this. You can pause and write it down. Please feel free to change the wording if you feel more comfortable doing so. If you want it to be more natural to the way that you speak, that absolutely helps and gives it more power. But this definitely is like this time out energy, guys, that you guys are coming into. And to let go of attachments, let go of resentments, let go of hurt feelings, and allow things to fall into place here. You know, I think for some of you, maybe the lesson here is you've been really running around trying to fix things, and this is to understand the concept of surrender and allowing the universe to come in and to kind of help you open some doors, right? It's I feel a sense of timing as well, right? So it's like waiting for the door to open before you can move forward. There may be an issue of timing for some of you. We talked about sacrifice. Some of you might have been sacrificing your happiness to appease a woman in your life that you looked up to. You know, it could be an older sibling, it could be a parent energy, and maybe you're taking a look at that and seeing if you still want to be living that way. It's going to be different for different ones of you, like I said. You know, some of you might be really thinking about, you know, getting very serious with someone and the sacrifices you'd have to make in your life for that to happen. It's a general reading. It's going to be different. So if you like a private reading, you can click on the Calendly link and schedule there. I do want to make an announcement because a lot of you have been asking me a lot of questions in the comments about your zodiac sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus, what certain planetary placements mean. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to respond to all of them. And I tell you guys in the videos, I'm not an astrologer. I'm not an expert in astrology. My understanding of astrology is very basic. So I don't want to pretend like I know what I'm talking about and give people false information. It's not my desire to steer anybody the wrong way. So I always see this in the videos. Well, very good news. An astrologer reached out to me. They heard me talking about that on the videos. And they gave me a reading with my planetary placements for 2020, like a sun return reading. I was really blown away. It was so easy to understand. They explained like the different planetary placements, how the energies are affecting me in the year ahead. And so far, for the year so far, what was in the little report was very accurate. So I was very impressed. And I went ahead and I linked their site in the description of the video. There's a lot of free stuff on there that you can check out. They've got like a free little guide that you can access. They've got free articles that are very interesting that you can access and read. So I think it's a really good resource center for those of you who are getting more into the zodiac and getting more into astrology. If you would like to get a private report, like a 2020 forecast for you based on your astrology, or if you want to do like love compatibility to see if somebody's you know, energy is going to be good for you, if your zodiac astrology matches up, or if you want to have your natal chart analyzed, those are services that they offer for super affordable prices, and they're being kind enough to sponsor the channel by offering you guys 30% off the already affordable prices. So if you do want to go for the private analysis readings for yourself, you can get 30% off by entering code ANGEL30. Or you can check out the free resources on there. I'm going to keep my free videos coming on the YouTube channel and the free posts on social media, obviously. And then if you would like a paid private reading with me, a tarot reading, you can click on the Calendly link and schedule there. I thank you guys so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.